I didn't hear you come in. And welcome back to another edition of Anti-Conjuror Storytime with me, Shock Illusionist Dan Sperry, the Anti-Conjuror. This week, we're reading another book that was submitted by one of you. This is a fan book that was sent to me, so just like before, I wanted to feature it. So we're featuring it this week. This is My Parents Aren't Noobs, Book 1 by Michelle Nogueira. I don't know how to say your last name, so Michelle, no goddamn idea how to say your name. And Anthea helps with illustrations by Jay Dixon. This book is a heartfelt story for children and parents. It highlights the importance of technology with today's generation of youth. Throughout the book, there are chat bubbles that provide important information for children and parents about key elements that promote healthy video game habits, communication, limit setting, game ratings, and balance and variety.
5 hours later.
This story will hopefully inspire ongoing family discussions that will provide a fountain of information and understanding that will serve as a springboard to managing video games within the home. Watch for further books in this series to be published soon. Another thing that's interesting is 50% of the net proceeds from the sale of this book will be split between the Children's Foundation of Guelph and Wellington and the Wilson Education Resource Center, two organizations that care about the health and well-being of our children and youth. So that's cool. So if you guys like this book, if you know somebody that could benefit from this book or you want to share it with anybody, there's going to be links in the description below to where you can purchase a copy of this book. But with that said, let's get into it. My Parents Aren't Noobs, Book 1. Hi, my name is Noah, and you will see me pop up throughout the book with important messages. There's Noah. No idea what he wants, but he's got important messages. I'm here to give you a kid's view on video gaming. My parents were both noobs until I started gaming. When I started gaming at age 5, my parents, especially my mom, became very interested in video gaming. My mom's a counselor, and she helps families where video gaming is a problem. She has to learn a lot about gaming, and I have taught her a lot. My dad is still kind of a noob. I have gone to presentations with her to give the parents my view. I'm hoping that as your family reads the book together, that all of you will learn important information about gaming. I'm also hoping that it will help parents understand their little gamer. And by the end of the book, your parents won't be noobs either. Enjoy. Well, thank you, Noah. There's Noah giving us a little forward, a little preference of what we're going to be working with here. My sister plays soccer. She's good at soccer. I play video games, and I'm really good at video games. So apparently this is Noah's sister. Here's Noah playing his video game. The chat bubble says, my parents set reasonable time limits throughout the week and on weekends. I don't always like it, and sometimes I push the limits, and then my parents get mad. I've even realized that time flies by, and it is very easy to lose track of time. When that happens, I can play all day. I mean, that's relatable, not really with video games, but I've experienced that before with other things. When we sit down to eat dinner together each night, we talk about Kaylee's soccer practice. We talk about Kaylee's games. We even talk about how many goals Kaylee scored. But no one talks about what level my Pikachu is or how many battles I've won. So this is them sitting around the dinner table talking about Kaylee's soccer games and nothing for Noah. Nothing for Noah. Probably also because it's obvious, I think, by these illustrations, Kaylee's older, so maybe they're hoping that Kaylee gets a soccer scholarship. Unfortunately, at this point, I'm not sure that there is any scholarships for anything related to Pikachu or Dragon Ball Z or whatever that is from, but maybe someday. You just hang in there, Noah. On weekends, we go to watch Kaylee's soccer games. I take my DS, but no one watches me play. Of course they're not going to watch you play, Noah. Your screen's that big, only you can see what you're doing, and there's live sports happening in front of them. Of course.
5 hours later.
There's a lot of really important information about games. Reading the game reviews and checking out the entertainment software rating board helps my parents know if the games are age appropriate. That is important. I will say that is very important because I most certainly played a couple video games growing up that I definitely was not old enough to be playing and shouldn't have been playing, in the single digits. And here I am and, Duke Nukem going up.
5 hours later.
You know what I'm talking about. The rating system is a quick way for my parents to know if the content in the games is geared for me or not. Again, very important. That's a good point, Noah. Any parents watching this, you should know. When we drive home, Mom, Dad, and Kaylee talk about her score, but nobody talks about my score. Get over it, Noah! I feel sad the entire ride home and right up till later that night when Mom comes into my room to read me a story. I decide it's a good idea to talk to her about how I'm feeling. That is important. Gotta give Noah credit for that. At least he's talking about it instead of building it up and keeping it inside and taking it out on his army men or maybe the pet goldfish or something, because then that will most likely lead to serial killer or Killian's Irish Red. I'm good at video games and Kaylee's good at soccer, but why do we only talk about soccer? Look how sad Noah is. I mean, you can kind of find something to relate about that. I'm sure if it's not video games, we've all been there, I'm sure, where we've all grown up feeling our parents don't understand us, but now that we're older, it's just, you look back and you kind of go, you got to cut your parents a break because they're dealing with grown-up stuff. If the biggest crisis in your life is your Nintendo DS, you got it pretty good, Noah. And actually, quite frankly, you probably don't want your parents messing around in that anyways. But why am I talking to Noah like he's a real person? He's not. Noah's not real. Oh, God. Mom thinks about this question for a moment, and then she says she has a solution. She decides we're going to have a weekend of our most favorite things. I'm so excited I can barely sleep, and I certainly can't wait until Friday night. And there he is, they're counting down to family night. Nice circled family night. It's on the calendar, it's important. Friday is finally here. Friday is finally here. On Friday, we decide to play soccer because it's Kaylee's most favorite thing. Dad and I even win. We're a good team. Sounds like Kaylee sucks at soccer. Maybe they were giving her a little too much attention. There's Mom and Dad and Noah all having little high fives. Kaylee has the ball. Hopefully she's practicing. On Saturday, we play board games all day because their mom's favorite thing. So Mom likes to play board games. I actually miss board games. I remember playing board games when I was a kid. Chutes and Ladders. I liked Chutes and Ladders. That was a good one. I like to play many of the board games too. And we all decide we'll play board games one night each week. That's one thing I didn't have growing up. I don't know about you guys. If you had family game nights of any kind, or even a family movie night.
5 hours later.
On Saturday evening, we all sit down and play video games. Mom even makes popcorn. Kaylee isn't very good, but she's learning. That's got to make you feel good there, Noah. Hopefully the popcorn wasn't burnt. Hopefully Mom isn't as terrible at making popcorn as Kaylee is at soccer. Mom, Dad, and Kaylee are so surprised at how good I am. It makes me feel great. See, that's good. Parents recognizing that their son's good at being an introvert. On Sunday, we do Dad's favorite thing and go for a long hike. Dad points out the blue jay and deer hiding in the forest. There they are. They're all going and they're walking through the woods. There's the deer. There's the blue jay. I sure am tired, but I had the best weekend ever. I'm still really good at video games and they're still one of my most favorite things, but so is spending time with my family. That's good. See, this is why I like featuring these books, especially books written by you guys that are fans, because especially when there's messages like this involved in them, even though I joke and roast them a little bit here and there from time to time, I do appreciate the effort. And actually
5 hours later.
My parents encourage me to try new things. What? Just like the food I eat, they say it's important to try different things to see if I like them. Okay, now this is getting weird. I've tried many different activities over the years. I enjoy volleyball, archery, writing, juggling, and magic. Oh, I also love animals, and I'm very involved in our local humane society. These activities have also helped me learn more about myself, and it builds my self-esteem when I find a variety of things that I'm good at. That's important, Noah. See, that's good. It's important that you have all of these different options. Why am I talking to Noah like he's a real person? Noah finally says, "Thanks for reading My Parents Aren't Noobs. I hope you learned a lot." See, look at him, and now he's smiling. He's in full color over here. There's Noah. Still killing it on the video games, but also enjoying things like volleyball and juggling and magic. Noah will be forever a virgin and die alone. But anyway, so that's My Parents Aren't Noobs, Book 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, links below to where you can purchase your copy. Please be sure to purchase a copy. Give some support to another fan that has been putting stuff out there, writing a great book like this. I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming out in Book 2. And we'll see you guys next week for more Anti-Conjuror Storytime. Hope you enjoyed it. Love you, mean it. Gute Nacht, children.